Hey guys, Jordan here. Today I'm going to show you how to shoot a 1,700 square foot home in 15 minutes. Now we've already prepped the home. We ran into a couple issues. For one, this home was actually listed yesterday and it's not completely finished on the inside, so the agents just told us to shoot it as is. So as we go through the home, it's not going to be in perfect condition, but we're going to make do with what we have. What I've done is swapped out and changed a few settings here on my camera setup. So I went from the tripod to the monopod, which allows me to move around a little bit quicker. And then from camera settings, I went from aperture 7.1 down to f4 to let more light in. And also ISO range from 1 to 400 to 1 to 3200. Now that's an acceptable range for my camera setup. So if you plan on pushing your ISO that high or even lowering your aperture, you need to test the capabilities of your particular setup. So today I'm shooting with the Sony A1 paired with the Sony 16-35 2.8 G Master lens. All right, so right now I'm gonna hit start on 15 minutes. I'm gonna screenshot it and it is 12:34, so we'll see how long it takes us to shoot this property. Now we did run into a couple issues when we were setting it up. But, and it is a unique property. It's not your standard property, so we're gonna have to be creative and maybe even take more shots than we normally would. All right, so I'm just zooming in to get the trash can out. There we go. Actually, let me see if I do this angle. Sometimes you gotta use your good judgment on a property like this. It has an RV gate on the side. Here, I'm gonna let this truck come through, or two trucks come through. But yeah, it does have an RV gate on the side. So I'm gonna shoot it. I can still see the trash can that I moved out to the street when I prepped the home, but that's an easy Photoshop edit out when we get back on our computer. All right, so I did the left side, did a center shot. Now I'm gonna do one just on the property right here, focused on the house. And then I'll back up and get the wider shot of the property. Now shooting on a monopod, it's a good idea. Our editing software, the HDR Merge, it does do auto alignment. So even if my camera is moving slightly, it will align them during the editing process. But shooting on a monopod, that's something you need to take into consideration. All right, I'm gonna take a photo of the front door. And I'm also using the Sony Bluetooth remote. It just makes it a lot easier. And no timer on the bracketed shots. All right, so I'm gonna take a photo of what it looks like. Now this home has pretty short ceilings, so my monopod height is probably going to be a little bit lower than I normally would. Get it wide. There we go. I'm going to get a straight on shot as well here. I think it might look good. Now I'm going to turn around. I'm going to try to get all the individual spaces as well. This is like a family room. Behind me is the dining room. I like to get a shot that shows the front door, kind of what it looks like. All right, now this is a separate space. Even though this home isn't furnished, I still like to shoot the individual spaces. This is like the dining room. I'm gonna get a second angle here. It's a little bit dark, so I'm gonna pump it up to 1.0 EV. All right, so here's the kitchen. Move it in just inside the walls. I'm gonna get some angled shots. Now I'm gonna get these, the appliances look pretty nice. It's pretty squished area, so that's probably the best angle we can get. This one looks a little dark, boost it up to +1. Now we have this refrigerator. Looks like it likely will convey as well. I spoke to the homeowner previously. All right, we also have a little cabinet area here, so This is a really interestingly shaped kitchen. So I'm just gonna be right here. Just to kind of show this adds value because we weren't able to see this in the other angles. Now, if we want to shoot another shot going back this way, I think it looks good. And even show that there's an exit to the carport. All right, so we did that. Now I'm gonna continue through this way. I'll come back to this bathroom. This is like a family room, or it's hard to say what room this is. But I'm looking at it in a little bit more ceiling than floor, so I'm gonna drop it a little bit. Reshoot. Move to this corner. Now I'm gonna also try to capture some of the kitchen. I'm gonna go to this corner. Trying to think if a straight on shot would add value as well. You know what, I'll get one as well because it shows the bathroom, a little bit of the flow. I might not include all these photos, but definitely a better idea to shoot more than not enough. All right, so we're almost halfway done with this property, and we've it's been 5 minutes so far. All right, so let me take this corner angle here and drop it just a little bit to show it's like a Jack and Jill. It's an interesting room. Not sure if this is a bedroom or not. That's just a regular standard closet. Not going to capture that. Now this bathroom is really oddly shaped. So I'm just going to get out of the shot here. Do some straight on shots. I'm going to get this as well. This is like one of the nicer features of the bathroom. We got a nice shower. It looks like they redid the tile recently. If I do this angle, it's just the toilet. I'm not going to worry about it. So we're good here. Now going through, I'm going to go around kind of clockwise, or counterclockwise, I should say. Get a straight on shot as well as the corner. And then this bathroom, it looks like they redid it as well. So I'm trying to get a good angle that shows the shower head as well. All right. Now let me see if I get, oh wow, dead spider there. All right, let me get this vanity, even though it's not that impressive. All right. Go to this corner, shooting the opposite corner in this room. Now I'm going to turn around and shoot the opposite direction. And I'm going to shoot that one again. I'll wait 3 seconds so I don't have issues stacking. All right. Otherwise, if you shoot shots like the auto stack settings I like is 3 seconds. So if you're shooting photos faster than 3 seconds, it will potentially shoot it'll stack 6 instead of 3. All right, so we pretty much got everything in this house, and that's a good thing. And this is a reason why you might need to go through a house quickly. Is in this case there was a showing right before we got here, and now there's an agent out there showing right now. So we've already shot the entire interior of the house, actually, except for this room over here. I don't believe I got this one yet. So before I go outside, I always like to do a mental checklist and just kind of make sure I didn't miss any rooms. I'm going to do a straight on shot as well in here because it kind of has a unique nook. Then we'll go out back. All right, so now focused on the backyard. Now out back, even when you're shooting, I'm going to adjust my aperture back up to 7.1. Could even go higher because with so much light, the shutter's going to go quick anyway. Now, is there anything of value over here? I believe so, because there was a This RV gate, somebody could get a car back here. So I will take a shot of this. Let me move this out of the way. Now we do want to get this casita by itself. So we got a straight on shot, got that over there. Yeah, I did get and then I'll show how big this lot is over here. I also read the description, which is a good idea because you can kind of see what the agent wants to focus on. He really mentioned the big lot. So you want to make sure that you cover your bases there.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, so we had to wait a couple minutes to allow them to view the casita. I told them we were shooting, but they were insistent on checking it out, so those 2 minutes don't count towards my time. But when you're out at a property, you always want to be courteous of who's there, whether that's a homeowner, the agent, or potential buyers coming through the house. You want to be, just represent the agent that hired you well. All right, let me do one more shot here straight on towards the back. And let me check, so we're pretty much finished. We just have to go into the casita and we have 3 minutes and 22 seconds left. So it looks like we will still be able to shoot this home within the 15-minute time frame. All right, get the front door. Now this is unique. I'm gonna get an angle over here that shows the door. I don't think the space over there is just so small that getting a shot straight in isn't gonna add too much value. All right, let me do a straight on. I'm gonna get this bedroom here. Oh, I guess this is like considered a living room. Let me do this angle here. It's a little dark. Let me boost exposure value. Now we'll do the bathroom. All right, this looks pretty good. Avoiding that roach on the, what is it? On the windowsill. All right, now we're doing the bathroom. This is not a bathroom, this is a bedroom. We're doing the bedroom, this is the last thing, so. All right, we'll get a couple angles in here. We'll do one more corner shot. Now I'm just doing a mental checklist, any other shots that I would want in the casita if I was the seller or the homeowner, or the backyard or the inside. I feel like we covered it pretty well. You know what, I might get a shot here just because it's kind of a nice porch area at this casita. Did we get the, yeah, I did take a shot. We can just run through the photos real quick just to make sure that we like what we see. So I'm just quickly going through and seeing if there's any additional shots that I think, and just also making sure that I got the carport. I think it was a carport. Yep, got the carport and some good shots of everything. Yeah, so I think that's good. All right, so let's see what we have left. We have 36 seconds left on the clock. So even allowing the agent to show the home, and even being slow, and it being a home that is a little bit awkwardly shaped, it's like an older home, we were still able to shoot it within 15 minutes with the setup that we have. All right guys, well I hope you enjoyed that 15-minute challenge. Obviously every property is different and it's not practical to shoot every home in 15 minutes or less, but if you have the right tools in place and a good process, you can definitely shoot a property in less than 15 minutes.